Hello, my name is Ryan Tabor, and I'm a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. Today I'm going to be showing an alternate method to control one-step security. Many of you are already familiar with the allow one-step to be run based on condition expression. This is really useful because whenever it's triggered, it'll display an error message telling you what's wrong with running one-step. Either there's a security condition that's not met, or there's some element on the record that needs to be completed prior to letting this proceed. However, this has limited functionality. As you can see, there are only a few expressions that you have access to, namely the logical and the group. Anything related to ownership or queue or relationship clauses are not accessible via the custom expressions. There is an alternate method to get to these expressions, however, and that would be running the one-step against a search group. To do this effectively, you're going to need to set some variables in advance. You're going to need to set a logical, you're going to need to set a success logical, and then store the incident rec ID. And for each of these, you'll have them unique to the user. From here, you'll run your one-step with which you're trying to add some extra security. And then underneath conditions, first of all, you can see that I am still having this one-step to be run based on a condition, but I'm also running this against a specific group. And this search group is the user is a manager of the current records team. Editing this search group, you can see that I now have access to the ownership clause. So the user is a manager of the team that owns the record, and the incident rec ID equals that stored value we obtained earlier. And you can see here we also have access to the other clauses, the relationship clause and the queue clause, if those were applicable to the security feature you're trying to implement. After this, we'll run our one-step as normal, and then if it's reached the end successfully, we'll set the success logical as true. After potentially running the one-step, we'll then evaluate if it was successful. If it was not, we'll get a pop-up that says only the manager of the assigned team may perform this action. And then for best practices, we'll set this back to false. So let's see if this works. My current user is the manager of the IT management team. So if I run this against a record where the assigned team is first level support, I'll get a pop-up saying that only the manager of the first level support team may perform this action. And now if I switch this to the IT management team and attempt to run this again, I will see that the status successfully moved to closed and our one-step ran successfully. So this is a really handy way to add security to your one-steps. Hopefully you found this useful, and we will see you next time.